This journey, you realize how simple things are. Yeah. And you literally create your life. What you want to accomplish in life, what you want to work for is what you can have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100% facts, right? But I mean, a time is coming, and I'm so thankful that the time is very near. It is very near, but I like to use the analogy of, you're rebuilding your home, but while you're rebuilding your home, you still have to live in it. So you're going to have everything crumble up in the corner, and you're going to feel comfortable in it, and you're going to like, oh, how long am I got to live in this? And, this is exactly the phase that Earth is in right now, with this corona and the false information that's being spread around it, and these media that's being paid high people to tell lies and stuff. I mean, it is a real thing, but I mean, like, people
in terms of the fear factor.
Fear, right? The fear is what's being promoted, right? And understanding that you can have corona and be cool, but if you give into the fear, right, that shit gonna lower your immunity.
Period.
Down. And then you ain't gonna die from the corona, you die from fear. Because fear kills. But again, it gotta do with understanding your body, right?
Yeah.
Understand how certain energy affects your body. You're gonna try to choose joy all the time. So when you put the cortisol level up, right, everything shut down. There's no healing happening there. You in one dimension. Run, save yourself.
Yes.
Put break. You're gonna study. Hey, I gotta chill for this to heal. If you whatever's going on, everything shut down.
Adrenaline.
Like boom. Right? So if you understand that, and you understand what joy does, open up everything. You're gonna say, yo, let me go open up a corona.
Yeah, I said. Let me go hug this person who I know got corona. You know what I mean?
You're gonna just live life, and you're gonna move away from the fear, because you're gonna do things now to raise your immunity, to make you feel happy, to make you feel joyful, because we neglect this joy factor, but this is a powerful factor. You can laugh your way into enlightenment, as funny as it seems.
Period.
Right? But you gotta understand the thing. But this is the transition that Earth is into right now. And there's this old saying, and a lot of these old people are very smart. They say, first come the tears, then the cheers. You know? So right now we're in a uncertain phase. You know, people are worried and this and that, because we are always afraid of the unknown. But because of my own personal experiences, like, hey, this unknown that presents itself to be fearful, I was just being lifted from here to put into that beautiful space. So me, not worried about a thing.
Period.
Like,
exactly.
And that's I don't want to entertain it.
No, there is no need to. Because you know what your journey is. You know exactly how this feels, what is going to happen. Not to say that we're fortune tellers. There's no such thing. But when you're on this journey, these things don't faze you. You know what you're about. You know exactly how this goes. If it is your time, well, I've had a great life. I have done what I needed to do here. I guess it is my time. You'll accept that moment willingly, because you know this is not the end. And I feel because people know that, think or been taught that their life are actually going to end within this eyes being closed, it's why they are afraid to close their eyes. So in terms of when people think of spirituality is like another religion, this is not religion, boo. This is you living life from yourself. Literally, there is no pastor, there is no book telling you that these are the rules of this spiritualness and you got to follow this and do this and speak this way or behave this way and you see people being happy and this is all in this spiritual religion thing. There's no such thing. Everyone that say that they're spiritual and you see them happy, they are literally really happy. Like, seriously. There is no ifs and buts about it. You are legit happy at the craziest things and you don't know why. Because you're not thinking or taking it as a burden. It's cool for me. It's for me, I tell people it's like this high. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't like none of these things. But let me tell you, if this is what high feels like, I can meditate forever. Understand?
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
love how a meditation feel when I finish. Like I be looking like I smoked some weed when I open my eyes. It be looking small, and I be
yeah.
just like
Right.
smiling. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's because you go inside. You know, you went in, and you bring what's in on the outside. People try to take what's on the outside and bring it in, right? But that's not how it's gotta work. You
No.
know, you gotta go into yourself. You gotta,
Get to know
become one
you.
with you. You know, disconnect
Yes.
to reconnect, right? Shut off
Yes.
everybody. We need, people used to say silence is golden, and we need time for ourselves to go into ourselves, to let thoughts come in, all of these stuff, right? If you keep rambling and you're always here and you want to be out and doing all these things, that's cool,
Distracting yourself
right?
as well.
But then we got to understand there's more to life, there's more to who you are. And just like when
Yes.
we go to primary school and we study all these little small stuff, right? But all this small stuff is applied when we in
Added to.
university,
Yes.
right? When we're here on planet Earth and we have all of these experiences and we start to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, right? When you transition from here, you're taking all of that stuff with you. And you be building upon that and building upon that
Yes.
amongst the stars. Because we're not only gonna be like humans, we can be trees, we can be birds, we can be planets, we can be stars, we can even be the sun. Not for another time, right? Because
Yes.
a one-time consciousness, the person could, and we can choose these certain things, but you gotta raise your vibration real high, right? Because we might think there's only one sun there, but then there's like so much different universe, and all these universe have suns, right? So once you raise your consciousness to a certain level, you don't need to be physical. There's entities around us that are not physical, right? Because they master this art stuff. So it's deep, and once you go within, you can laugh.
And the
You can laugh at
smallest
anything.
thing.
You
Yes.
know what I mean? Somebody's trying to like mess with you.
Offset you. Are you good?
Try to, you
Yeah.
just laugh. You
You
laugh.
can
You laugh in the eye of the
literally,
storm.
you can understand like somebody's trying to mess with you instead of you being angry at it. It's like
Yeah.
you understand why. You can tell the pain that they're trying to make you feel by trying to offset your flow. But instead of you being like, you know what, I can't with you, blah blah blah, you're like, you know what, let me give you a hug. Because I know this is what you need right now.
Oh my gosh, so freaking true. Like only hurt people hurt people. Only
Exactly.
hurt people. And if you somebody come at you with an angry energy, and that's how you choose to accept it and give them back the energy, you're not doing yourself no good, nor you're not doing the person any good, right? And then you, because of your own free will, because of your God essence present, you will manifest a situation where somebody else is gonna come and vibe with you with that energy. And then if you keep repeating it, then bang on. But once you realize, hey, I gotta keep my energy high.
Yes.
Right? Then the person now can get a healing from that, and you keep leveling up, keep leveling up, and keep leveling up. So you can't lower yourself for nobody. Shit happen. Like sometimes playing basketball, and it's bare testosterone.
Yes.
Sometimes I catch myself like arguing, and then I'm like,
it's not even that deep. Let's just chill.
Shut it off, right? Because I know what I'm creating. I know what I'm creating, and I know what I want to create.
Yes.
I know what I want to create. And my reality is my reality. What might make other people happy and stuff, honestly, like it does not matter to me. Like my own happiness, I'm responsible for that. And I don't want to be around people or around certain situations that are going to cause me to respond in a certain way. And I'm knowing what this type of energy is going to bring back for me, because everything comes full circle.
Yeah.
Everything comes full circle. Nobody's responsible for you. You are responsible for you 101%. You are responsible for you.
Period.
Right?
I always try to make people, let people see what is happening right now, however bad or good as happening in your life, boo. You is who attracted and created that. Is no one else. That person is angry, but then you become angry is because you allow yourself to be angry, my loves. It has nothing to do with the person. You're happy because you allow yourself in that moment to say, I want to be happy. I want to be sad, all of those different things. So yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, the opportunity come, and there's something that is called the 0 point, right? And the 0 point is pretty much being in the God present, right? And then when you're at the 0 point, let's say somebody come and disrespect you, right? You, first of all, they say you cannot reject consciousness because it comes to present opportunity for you to grow or to dumb yourself down. But when you pull back into the 0 point now, you got the opportunity to go forward, back, left, right. And each one of these angles is going to create a reality for you, right? So when you center yourself, you come back into peace and balance and wholeness, and you can have a clear idea of what you want to do. Do I want to argue with this person, knowing what I know? No, back. I'm going to give gratitude for the awareness that here is a beautiful opportunity. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry that I hurt your feeling.
Yes.
I didn't need to hurt your feeling. I'm sorry, sister. I hurt your feeling. I didn't need to hurt your feelings, you know? And hopefully, and it's not about being punk or being soft, but sometimes it's just knowing that sometimes this is all it takes to heal the person. Ooh. This is all it takes for you and this person.
Take your egos out of it.
You know what I mean? And just come back into the center point, you know? And know that your thought, your action can create your consequence, right? And it's karma, it's real karma, but in the old, what we call it the Hermetic principle, it's called cause and effect. Right? So whatever you do is going to come back at you. Whatever you do. There's good karma, but don't talk about good karma because you only think everybody do bad.
Yes.
But I get good karma. I'll be sitting down in my house and come, and I go outside. People got some tricks for me. And you know, people always got something for me. Like I don't have to worry about nothing. I don't worry. I'm protected. I'm protected. I don't worry, you know, because I know what to do and I know the type of seeds that I'm sowing. Right? I know the type of seeds that I'm sowing. Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, listen. I have to say though that this conversation is hella refreshing, dude. Like, it's crazy because we don't have a lot of people here that are conscious. You know what I mean? The people that we see that are conscious are overseas. So you're able to see what they're posting, you know, relate to certain things. But to have a conversation like this, whereas you can vibe on that level, you can understand on that level. And I had a podcast a few days ago as well, and they were talking about the corona and how, you know, you should eat and do this and do that. But they weren't speaking wholly like how we are in terms of what you eat, how it can actually affect you because of your fare and just what it is that you should be eating and boosting your immune system, or how actually your fare weakens your immune system. They wasn't speaking in terms of that, and you know what I mean, like meditation. There are hardly any such talks like this in Barbados. Whereas people think that things are hard, they can't do no different, when in fact you can do different for yourself. You know what I mean? So there are not a lot of conversation like this, and I am so grateful that we are able to have a conversation like this, dude.
I'm thankful.
Pardon me?
I'm thankful as well.
Yes, I've been telling my boyfriend and a few of my other friends, they don't live here, but they are hella conscious. Like, they know this is the age of Aquarius, all of the horoscope and how time is fake. Like, they are in this deep, you know what I mean? But they're overseas. We have planned to do a podcast and just bring people aware of, you know, time and the Aquarius and what these signs mean, and just in-depth certain things, and just being melanated, food, how just this conversation here. So but when I look on social media in terms of the Bajan platform, Chinese platform, or just the Caribbean platform in the whole, we aren't having healing conversations. We aren't having aware lifting conversation. We aren't having food conversations. You know what I mean? So I would love to have some more conversation like this. If you know anyone or a panel that we can all sit down and just have conversation like these, or if you are also interested in doing something like this again, I am so open to this. It is no joke.
Man. like you said, the circle is very small, right? But it's for a reason, because sometimes you gotta like separate yourself sometimes, you know, in
True.
order so that you can learn what you need to learn, you know, because if you're always around people, you're gonna always be influenced, you know. So
Yes.
as much as it might seem like it's a lonely journey, but it's not really a lonely journey, because you have
Yes.
an opportunity to go within, which we all
Yeah.
need to do. But I've got a handful of, I won't say really here, but I got a couple of clients who are like in tune, and I got some friends overseas that are in tune, and I'm definitely down to get on another podcast with you. We were supposed to talk about, you know,
Man
the
health.
black man and the black
Yes.
woman and health and stuff,
I
and we
cannot.
don't go in, and we didn't even get to
Wait.
touch on that.
But honestly,
can be
here is
for another
why I decide. I apologize for cutting you. I do. Here is why I decided to have a food conversation over a podcast, because this is food, you know, and you bring awareness. Everybody's talking about it. And we are still having a feel, you know, we are vibing out. I could feel your energy, and I'm sure you could feel mine as well. But when it comes to such a deep topic in terms of men and mental awareness, I want to be able to have that in person. I do not want to subjugate that topic on any level through anything here. So serious. I want to be able to have that in person. So that is a deep topic that I know that people are going to be fully in tune to that, especially our men. Like, I really need healing for our men, and I need our women to realize that you are the mother of Earth. You are connected to Earth through mothering. And a man as well needs you to bring that good backing to him. Yes, we are more than we are as women. Some women know the power of themselves, but because we know that power of ourselves, we tend to use that against our king, and there is no need to do that. We need to build and be equal. Because if you watch how a man is, he is never black men. I am not talking about the other races. I've watched and studied about black men. Black men don't ever try to overpower their women. They always try to be equal on a level with their women. But we are always trying to control that. And I need our women to realize. So yes, let me hear your opinion on that, please.
No, it's absolute facts. And again, it got to do with the system of domination and control, right? Everything that's wrong on this planet has to do with the system of domination and control. And in order for us to really go back home, meaning in our natural space, this system needs to go. And that's what's happening right now. So thanks to Corona, we're not going to go back to a normal. We're going to have to adapt to a new normal. We are not going back to what we used to know, right? So this time of divine masculine and divine feminine energy is going to become right. And we're going to walk in our true place, right? Where the man don't always have to feel like he got to be the man. Right? And then the woman can fulfill her role. She don't have to feel like, oh, I gotta wear the pants now and I gotta do this, because you're a natural nurturer. Right? And if you put outside of your element, this can offset your whole biology.
Thank you.
Right? So it's a lot to but again, it's a topic. This system of domination and control, and once we understand who we're battling against, and we realize that it's not self, you know, then we're gonna come back, right? Because there's something I say, I don't know where I get it from, but I stuck with it. Yeah. Alone you go far, together we go far, right? So once we realize that we need to come together and move in unity, then it's all gonna be good. So it's just a matter of, because we can try, and we can try, but if we don't accept our free will, then the system will always try to find ways to turn things around and to break it down. So again, you can go as far as you want, but you gotta come back to knowledge of self. And then operate from the space of knowing it. And once a man is in his knowingness and a woman is in her knowingness, then you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
And that is it. I want to start saying this. I ain't say it now, but I want to start saying a family that meditates together stay together.
It's
Yeah.
fact. It's fact.
Meditation is, I don't even want to even put it in the line or in the air or even in the same sentence as prayer, because it is way more powerful than prayer is. But meditation is the higher heights. It's like you can be hungry, you could be mad, you can be sad, you can be happy and go into meditation, come out more happier than you went in. You could go into sad and come out happy than anything. All of your meditation, if it's still ending you feeling the same emotion that you went into it with, you haven't done it right yet, boo. You have not let go and let that meditation take over. You're still trying to control your meditation. Don't control your meditation. Just and you said something earlier in terms of this corona is going to change things. I feel like people are going to actually be given downtime, and what you do with your downtime right now is said, but it shows what you do after corona. Understand? Because what people don't realize is that we are in a working system, and this working system does not allow you to have downtime. You're constantly occupied all the time. So you're finally given downtime with pay. Use it wisely. Meditate. Read some book that is going to teach you to not be you and to be a better version of yourself as well. So this downtime is going to change. Like he said earlier, the world is ending. This corona is creating a new environment, and this is what it is. The world is ending. Do you still want to be the same in this new era? Are you trying to master this and become powerful within your new era? It is entirely up to you.
Absolutely. Not going back to the new norm. And there's a lot going on behind the scene, but it's not being made public. But I like to call it keeping the game, and I like to keep the game. So we're not going back. And it's important what we do in this time. It's important what we do in this time, because Mother Earth have a way of surviving. And she forced us into
adapting,
surrendering. We don't everything is going to be recalibrated. You don't even have to try it now. Your own natural now is you're not in a state of constant stress no more. You don't have to get up and fight the traffic. You don't have to be out on the road late working. You don't have to do all of this stuff. And by simply not having to do this, remember we talked earlier that we all share one mind, right? So collectively now, we're all more peaceful because we're not forced into this system of domination and control. The system gets put on pause. So we're home. And because we're home, we're chilling, we relax, we're playing, we're doing this, we're doing that, right? Some people still working, but it's just way less stress globally. And then because our frequency raising just by this, then we're intimately connected to Earth as well. And our frequency is now raising, like the Schumann resonance. That shit just spike up, right? So collectively, a lot of healing is happening, but we can amplify it by doing our individual practice, by meditating. I mean, one of the best thing you can do is merge with the sun. The sun is the source of everything. And the Bible says, but if you understand the code, the Bible says you can't get to God without getting through to the sun.
Yes.
The sun is it.
Yes.
You've got to connect with that sun. Right? When we connect with that, that's going to heal. Oh my God.
And people, let me see if I translate that right. Let me know if I'm on the same translation level as you are. He said that you cannot connect with God if you cannot connect with the sun. He doesn't mean you cannot connect to the literal God. He means the God in yourself. Am I right or no?
To some extent, right? Because the sun is a reflection of who we are divinely, right? Because if we look at it, everything is our reflection, but the sun is our higher reflection, right? Because you're a direct reflection of me. Like without my eyes, I cannot see you, right? And we got to understand the importance of the eyes. Without my eyes, I cannot physically see you, but I know that you exist. Now, where do you exist, right? You exist in the mind, but then Where is the mind? The mind is not a part of the body, right? We got a brain and then we have the mind, right? So the all, like the higher portion of you exists within the sun, right? Within the sun. And there's a little black hole within the sun, right? And that black hole is, let's just call it like the source, right? So you cannot get to God without getting to the sun. And that's kind of literal in the sense like you got to face the fire, right? You got to deal with it. And then we might call it fire and think a fire is bad, but a fire is one of the best ways to heal ourselves, right? But this is on different stuff. But literally, we got to connect with the sun. We run from the sun, but I'm sure you see some vampire movies, right? And when these vampires go into the sun, they scream on the death, right? But saying that to say, we've been hosting a lot of entities within us that are meant to vibrate on this frequency of planet Earth. And it's not we that cannot take the sun. It's these creatures that found house in our system can take the sun. And if we should be in the sun, we're going to purge all of that demon out of us. Right? We're going to purge. We're going to heal ourselves. We're going to heal ourselves like real. We're going to become more intuitive. We're going to know stuff without knowing that we know stuff.
Yes.
Right? We're going to become more healthy. This is going to repair our melanin. It's going to do like so much for us. Right? It's going to do so much for us because every fraction of second, intelligence is being beamed from the sun, right? And we're supposed to be able to connect with that. It's like a cell phone and a cell phone tower. The closer you are, the cell phone
the better you get signal.
Connected to the tower, the better it is with signal, right? So you lock up in this house, you can still get signal, but when you go outside, the signal zoop and spike up, right? So we need the sun, and we need this wind. There's a lot of information within this wind, but we discredit it because we can't see it, because we can't feel it. It's not tangible, right? And we discredit it. But then the Wi-Fi connection that beaming from the tower to your phone is not tangible, but we accept that. Yes,
but you trust it,
right?
Right?
So once you break it down and use simple analogies to relate to people that it can make sense, we don't understand that without nature, there's no you.
Nothing.
There's no me. Right?
Yes.
And the highest connection we need is that of the sun and that of this wind. There's so much information in it, and once you connect to it, you're gonna find yourself being happy. You're gonna find yourself not hungry. You're gonna find yourself calm in the eye of the storm. Everything is just gonna manifest for you. So it's just about knowing who you are and knowing that there's no you without nature. There's no me without you. The madman on the street is me. The mad woman on the street is you. Right?
Yes.
See it and know that there's a moment of where you can show gratitude, a moment where you can assist somebody, because whoever you're helping is a version of you that you're helping, and you want to help yourself as much as you can.
I love that. Right? I've never thought of it that way. That is beautiful.
You want to help yourself as much as you can, but it's all going to make sense soon, because science are forced to show the hand now in terms of letting out all the secrets. Right? But I like to feel like I like to keep the game. So as I keep the game, I understand stuff. And of course, you might think you're crazy for talking all this stuff. But then, I know that like I'm just 2 steps ahead of the game.
Yeah.
I might not, be ahead of the financial game. You might get a fancy car. I might got my left foot as my Lexus and my right foot as my demon, right? And I might be moving on my foot, right? But I know when the game flips. I know this is going to be my ball court.
Yes, you're definitely ready for it, I must say.
Right, so I'm not too worried, man.
Yeah, man. It's beautiful, and soon enough, it's just, it all, like this whole conversation when I release this, because, dude, I'm definitely enjoying the hell out of this right now. When I release this, and I guess in a year or two, because people are being more aware quickly. I've noticed that a lot of people are becoming like snap full. This conversation, for whomever is listening to this, it will make sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it will completely make sense to you, everything that we are saying. Like sometimes a friend of mine, I have a friend that we talk like this all the time. And I have a friend who, she is not fully aware of herself. and she was there and she was listening to us, but she was so entranced with the conversation, and she was like, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I like it. Like she didn't get it, you know what I mean? And she's like, she's trying to like put a face to the energy that we're speaking from, so she wanted to see him. So I show her him. She's like, he is not who I thought he would have been in my head. And I'm like, because you're listening from a tangible perspective, you have to let your energy feel this conversation, feel his energy, because what he was exuding was that masculine greatness, but not in this systematic sense. It was somebody who knows himself, who truly is evolved with his own, and that is the person she was sensing. But because he didn't look what she felt, it was like a disappointing factor to her.
Perception become reality, huh?
Exactly. So I think for and that is a good example, because I find that a lot of people, in order for them to experience anything like this, they have to literally see it happening. Like, I'm like, you don't have to see anything happening. Just know that it's going to happen and go from there. Like, people want to know, how do you manifest? How do you manifest? I manifest because I want it.
Yeah.
I have
and
no...
You know that you have it, you know?
Exactly. It is here. It is in front of me. I've already created everything that I ever said that I wanted. It is there. It's just not here right now for you to see. But it is there. You know what I mean? And I work every single day to be able to see it, to hold it, to feel it, to experience that. So manifestation is not about you literally getting, and I find out a lot of people want to manifest money. It's like, if you just think of manifesting money, you're missing the whole point of this journey. You are.
And that is what have me a little bit pissed off with the spiritual community, because everybody's trying to sell you something, trying to sell you breathing technique, trying to sell you ways to heal your chakra, trying to sell you all of these stuff. And I'm like, dude, where you going with all this money? You're gonna take this money to the Messiah?
Like, get there.
You know what I mean? And that's what's kind of like pissing me off with it. The spiritual thing, I find it's becoming very commercial, and it's kind of like a new form of religion now. To some extent, because people are not really authentic with it, right? But I can sniff them out, man. I can sniff them out. Like, money is an important tool. Don't get me wrong, right? Money is an important tool, but you see, knowledge is, once you got knowledge, you can make all the money. You can make all the money, right? You need to invest in true knowledge, because there's like, you know, there's an education system that teaching you to be dumb, and then you can invest in true intelligence, where you kind of like can decipher, hey, this teaching is not really teaching me about anything that I really care about. This form of teaching is not teaching me what's going to happen to me when I leave here. This teacher is just teaching me to get up, go in a system, work, and then hopefully I find a boyfriend, I find a girlfriend, and I buy a car, and I buy a house, and that is the epitome of success on planet Earth. For me, you can take that and give it to whoever else, right? But it's really messed up now with this whole everybody. I mean, nothing wrong with money. Money is a beautiful tool. I crave money, but I crave it for a different reason.
But it's to assist you in this systematic journey.
Yes, but then there's a lot of people that might not understand the power to manifest. I might not have access to the money and stuff, but I feel once I connect my dots and then manifest it, then there won't be no people like that who feel like they don't have, you know. So I can have enough to share, because I know I'm good, right? But it's not just for me. It's for those people that I can like set out a path for, a blueprint for, and then I can say, listen, we were told that we needed that route, but I didn't take that route, and you're just like me. Look, there's no much difference in me. Even though our colors might look different, there's not much difference. But all it takes is knowledge of self. All it takes is the understanding of the element. All it takes is to separate yourself, and then we can all do this, and we can all be this, right? And be like a blueprint. Right? But people don't want to hear talk, and people want action, right? So that's why I kind of like want the money. So, but then even in the system we come into, all the money and everything will change. So I don't even know if that whole mindset still apply, you know, because where we're going. But at least for them, I want it to happen money so I can share it. I can
Easy.
take people out of certain circumstances because, you know, that's part of it. But it's corrupt and it's messed up. But something that we all should look into, and it used to be back in the days where we used to like trade in stuff.
Barter.
Now, yeah, in this new energy, it's called like energy philanthropy.
Okay.
Right? And you just again, you trade, you do whatever you want to do, you give, and so both of us have. I might have plantain, and you might have cassava, but both of us have both plantain and cassava, right? And then we might know somebody else that have yam, and then all of us have plantain, cassava, and yam.
And yam, yes.
And then nobody is above or below anybody else, right? Because there is more than enough
to share
for everybody.
Yes.
There are persons that got like 1 billion and how many persons got 2 billion, 5 billion, trillion, right? And then or only got like 7 billion persons or so, right? We all can be millionaires. We all can live a life filled with abundance, right? But this hierarchical structure is like, I need to have more than you. I got a yacht
to be somebody.
You know what I mean?
To
and
validate.
That's not life. That's not living. That's living in your lower self. That's living in your lower self. And we need to come out to that lower self, right? Because when time comes for you to face your maker, which is yourself, you're gonna like.
You hear that, peoples? Your maker, which is yourself.
Yeah, you gotta face yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because the source don't judge. The source do not judge.
Yes,
the source
please.
is all knowing, all loving. The source don't judge, but you can judge yourself like, I'm not worthy of this love. I've done too much bad. Look at the madman that was in the street, and that passed him. And then you see all of this love right there, and you know that you wasn't vibrating on that love frequency. No. And even we do it in today's reality, where you kind of like might see a boy or a girl or whoever, and you might think like, this person live too good for me, so you don't want it. You think that, you know. So we can do it in this very linear way, where it's not compared to that love from the source. Imagine when we go there, we gotta stand up and ask yourself if you're good enough to come. You're like, no, I'm going back and to learn.
Yeah,
I don't feel that's my journey right now, right? I feel like I've done a lot of shit in my life.
I got you.
In our past life, and I feel like now I'm just here trying to write that. I'm always trying to do it. And then my dreams kind of like show me these stuff. I'm always dreaming like people trying to shoot me, people trying to do this, people trying to do this.
You.
Right? So I feel like I've done a lot of dirt, and I'm doing a great job.
You're trying to right that wrong.
Of writing that wrong, man. And then I even asked somebody about it, and they said this is part of my contract right now. So, you know, do what I'm doing now. You know, it's quite interesting, man. But I like to put the dots together. But it all come back to loving man and knowing self and trying to heal yourself. And you can heal yourself through healing others. You know, and again, all itself, absolutely all itself. All this stuff.
The thing is, peoples, we start off with food, and we have shown you how food is connected to this end of this conversation, believe it or not. Food is completely connected to, and if there are a few people out there who is actually able to go on this journey without actually changing their lifestyle and food, kudos to you. That is beautiful.
Yeah. I need to say it. You need to make it known so we can say, wow, you're a leader.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Right? So let us know if you made it on this journey without actually changing your diet, because as we know, this soul food eating that we Black people has adapted has cut us down in vibration and frequency for years. We've passed that down generation to generation. So if you've actually had that in your life and then all of a sudden you come onto this journey without food, dude, kudos to you. That shit is beautiful. But for people who actually want to get on a journey like this, where there is no fear factor, there is just you and self. And within this whole conversation, we've had how to love yourself, how to eat healthy, how to create your own life. We've had many other topics that I most likely can't remember. If you sit on decode this whole conversation, this teach you how to do many things that you've never known how you can do just by changing the way that you eat. It teaches you how meditation applies to your life and how meditation is not a task. I find that people think meditation is a task. It is really you eating your favorite dessert, if I should put it that way. Meditation is you eating the most beautiful thing that you've ever eaten in your life daily without question. I find like when I want to go meditate, I'm like, this is not a task, boo. This is just food. Just go
Yeah.
eat.
Yeah. I struggle with finding it to just be like relaxing. But then funny enough, yesterday I was meditating, and then I was sitting, right? I have a little small yoga ball, and I was sitting on it. And then in my meditation, I get this download like, this is not the most comfortable position for you. And then understanding a little bit of like certain positions that block energy flow and stuff, right? So then when I get a little download, I kind of like lie down on the ground, and I use the ball to put my foot up on the ball, and then I just go in. But sometimes I'm always thinking, and then it's like, I let go. And then something else come and say like, hey, because I made an intention to have whatever to come to me. But then as I was thinking, I tried to shut off the thoughts. Then something said, but you want whatever come to you. But here it is, you try to shut off the thought. Right? And I was like,
damn.
Interesting. Right? So it's for me, like, I was trying to figure stuff out, and sometimes I think it's not the best way. Sometimes you just gotta chill, right? Because I like, you're supposed to be able to be quiet. You ask for whatever come to you, but certain thoughts come into you, but you want to shut off the thought. So then it becomes a little bit conflicting, like, okay, but it's
do
a
you
journey.
want this or no type of thing.
It's a journey, but I do have beautiful episodes and good stuff come to me, meditation, and I know when stuff that I must do come to me, meditation, because when it comes, my body go like,
right,
and it don't even have to be like in a meditation setting. I had this download even in the shower, where I just having thoughts of ideas of things that I want to do, and I call it body communication, right? Because when I had these thoughts of things that I want to do, and then like my skin just was like, and I really like, I'm getting anesthesia, right? And I kind of like, oh, these are things that I must do. So it's about knowing yourself, man. Observe these little things, right? Because nobody's ever able to tell you about you the way you can tell you about you. So you understand yourself. You look at certain things. You see what happens when you eat this particular food. What happens when you not eat this particular food, and observe all of these little simple details, right? And then it will make you master yourself, right? And because even when you go to the doctors ask you what's your symptoms. You know what I mean?
Yes. He can't tell you.
He's trying to understand you, right? You know, you can trim off and say, oh, this is that, and then he's gonna deal with you from that, right? And that just goes to show that it all comes down to self, man,
so
right?
yes, so what we decide to say and do.
Yeah. But
all right, well, we may talk. I would love for us to talk after this, but I think that I may be running out of minutes for this because I'm now using the half 45 minutes, but I think it's been an hour. Now, you guys know me and my speaker. This is me telling them, you guys know me and my speaker bites. I don't have a lot of speaker. The place that I host my podcast, I am still doing free stuff. So I only have like at least 2 more episodes of an hour to post up, and then I gotta go pay these people. So I would like to leave this conversation here for the podcast, of course, and then we can talk after this for as long as you want. But I want people to know where to find you. As I said, he does amazing work in terms of body sculpture, and dude, I want to join because I do go to the beach and work out, even though they did curfew now. But I used to go out at 4:30, and we would run and walk on the dead sand until 6 o'clock. We would do yoga, and I would meditate, and then we would come home. So, but I still got arm work that I need to do and stuff like that. And I don't know to self-motivate when it comes to working out. I am going to tell you the truth. Okay? So where can we find you? Is there like a bundle that you buy that you get a certain thing, etc., etc.? Let us know everything, how we can find you, what you offer, everything.
Awesome. All right, so you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at CoreFit Barbados. That's CoreFit Barbados, right? CoreFit Barbados. And I like to call what I do, rather than saying personal trainer, a body transformation coach, because I try to implement the physical side of it, the spiritual side of it, and the mental side of it. Understanding that your words are very powerful. Understanding the connection that we have to nature. So we don't just come and work out. We set intention before we work out, right? Then you understand that lifting the weight is a very small aspect of it. If you come to the gym and say, "Oh, you're tired and the weight heavy," then you're just putting a roadblock in your success. So I just try to make it more holistic, understanding the importance of eating healthy, of having a healthy mindset, because again, it all starts with mind. But you can catch me at Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at CoreFit Barbados. I offer a 4-week, I call it Fit in 4, a 4-week transformation program, and you can find all of that information on Instagram. I'm more so on Instagram because I find that it works more for me. I might go on Facebook a little bit, but I'm more so on
active on Instagram.
Yeah, more active on Instagram.
So just a 4-week culture and just in case people lazy and they may not actually go find you, but they don't want to know what the price is.
Okay,
so,
and it's an ongoing program as well. So when the 4-week finish, we do assessment. We do assessment before and after, right? And once the 4-week finish, you're more than welcome to rejoin. Some persons see the success and then they had enough, but usually persons always want to stay on because it's a beautiful, let's just call it family that I'm building of people that reflect myself, very humble, kind people. Like I can leave my studio with anybody and I know that everything is safe. Right. And the price is $180 for the 4 weeks plus $20 assessment fee. And the assessment, pretty much breaks down everything what we're doing, what you can do to assist yourself, your connection with nature. So the assessment is very detailed, right? It's not just how much you weigh and all of that stuff. It's like the importance of drinking clean water, how water holds memory and all of these stuff, right? Yes. So once you understand this, then you operate differently. So it's not just a regular
workout regimen.
It's a good stuff I'm doing, and I'm thankful for it.
I like it.
Yeah. So,
I like it. So is this like every week for the 4 week? Every day for the 4 week?
3 days, Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. We have morning classes, 5, 6, and 7 a.m. Also evening, 5, 6, and 7. And then there's a 3 in between class at 8:30, 9:30, and 1 for those very disciplined persons who use the lunch hour.
I got you. So are you doing any Corona training? As in, you are having people come over for Corona? Well,
I was very rebellious to this Corona, so and then some of my clients was rebellious, like they don't worry about no Corona.
Just come.
So they were still training, but then the system decided to threaten us with a $50,000 fine.
He said threaten.
Right? They threatened us with a $50,000 fine. So unfortunately, I had to put things on hold.
And but you guys are not essential workplaces, so you can't even say you can do that.
But I'm doing a little live on Zoom at 6 p.m. Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Oh, really? And again, we talk about the energy philanthropy stuff. So I'm not even charging a price. I'm just allowing persons to donate whatever they want to donate, right? Because in this time, you got to be a brother keeper. So you donate whatever you want to donate, and you come and join the workout, have some fun, bust a sweat, and
good to go. I like that. You hear that, people? He's doing something on Zoom. What I'll do, I'll post his idol, because I did a podcast with a guy a few days ago, so I'll decide which to post. But I think I'll post this first. Why? Because you're actually offering a workout thing, and people may be interested. So I'll be able to post your ID and your link so that people can be able to join and go from there and see how it goes. I'm sure people will like that.
Appreciate the love.
Yes, man, we gotta promote. Because sisters, are you single, sir?
I don't even like to use the word single. Let's just say I haven't manifested my reflection yet.
He has not manifested his date, ladies. Understand? This is a king who knows himself and knows other selves. Understand? So
Yes,
people,
please.
you need to come good. You need to come clear. You need to be matching this man's frequency. So don't ask me about setting up a date because we know that he's fine, because we've seen that he's fine. Understand? But at the end of by the end of the day, if you're not matching this man's frequency, do not step to the brother. The brother may
and
decline.
that's facts right there. That's facts right there. I don't have energy to waste, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Exactly. I agree with you, dude. I agree with you. I tell people, relationships are what you invest in yourself. Understand? What?
Yes, please.
There we go. Please. So it is what you invest in yourself. So if you know that you're in something that is not feeding you, is not elevating you, is not carrying you anywhere, my loves, do not join it. Leave it where it is.
No.
Leave that where it is, because right now you are on a journey to heal, to greatness. And then when you decide to have kids, within all of that greatness, do you know what you will be creating as such? But when you want to have kids and isn't healed and bringing all your baggage, you will create that environment and that beautiful mold, and you do not want that. My platform, when I'm speaking, I'm always speaking about children and what you say and do around them, and what your responsibility is, knowing that you're going to be a father and a mother should prepare you to be the best version of yourself to that child. That child already has what it has within itself. You is who need to develop something by learning and guiding, not by controlling. You know?
No. And that's where a lot of children grow up suffering, because they were never allowed to blossom. They were forced to feed and to do, as opposed to have their own experience, whether the experience is falling or whatever. Just allow them to do and to be, so they can grow up being fearless. They can grow up understanding love from a higher angle of love, because there are different versions of expressions of love, right? But I don't think humanity have the ability to truly love, because I think we trade emotions as opposed to really loving, because love is pure divine freedom.
Yes.
Love is, when you love somebody, you want them to be happy, but sometimes somebody might want to do something that does not really involve you, but then because you think that love is like this, so then you separate your love from the person. You never really loved that person. You was just trading emotions with that person, right? But a child deserves all of these, all of these aspects of wholeness. Let's just say wholeness and growth. To have its own experience, but then we try to be very, very protective, right? And we want the best for them, whether it's trying to be a doctor or this or that. But we can't have a world full of doctors and lawyers. We need a garbage collector, right? And even if you look at it, the garbage collector is probably in more demand than the doctor, because
right now
everybody, everybody home filled with garbage, nobody collecting it. Then basically, you know what I mean? But we need to understand certain things, and like I said, a few times, once you understand certain things, you understand self, life will become much, much, much easier.
Definitely. Well, sir, I am beyond grateful that you agreed to this podcast. I am telling you, I have enjoyed. And I know, because I want to post on YouTube, people are going to be like, what? Is she in love with this guy? But it has nothing to do with that. It is just amazing, dude, to have a conversation like this with another being, apart from the people, the little circle that I have. It is amazing. So I am beyond grateful for this conversation. And I am so grateful that you're here. So thank you so much. We are going to say goodbye. He is agreeing to come again on this podcast. We will talk about mental health. And we will go further, because I know we're going to break down mental health on a deeper aspect and just show you where they stem from, how it was created, and how we can break that, and how women can make it easier for our men, how it can impact our relationships, how it impact the rearing of the kids. I want to get so deep into that, and how it brings you back into self-caring, spirituality, if you want to put it that way, and food.
Everything is connected. Absolutely, everything is connected. You can't say one without saying the other, and that's why we went from food to talking about all of this other stuff because
Yes.
this is one of the biggest separation in the world. One of the biggest misconception in the world is that separation is a thing. There's no such thing as separation, right? And like we figured it out earlier by understanding that we all share one mind, right? So you're connected. Like I don't breathe a different air from you. We all breathe the same air, right? We all the sun don't shine on my house and not your house, right? But we like to separate things. We see black and we see different, but there's no real
that
separation.
title.
Yeah, so everything is oneness, so we can talk about food and get to male and female, and we can talk about male and female, and talk about the sun and the moon, and everything else.
And everything connects.
Everything absolutely connects.
Wow. I'm going to say goodbye for the recording. And thank you guys. Have a blessed day. I may, if I'm posting this on YouTube, put my grateful there. Not my grateful, my awesome. I like to end it off with an awesome, each letter of awesome. I like to tell people, you know, the positive versions that they can have. So I may put an awesome there. Let me know what you feel your awesome is as well after watching this video. I may ask him his awesome. He could tell me a few of his awesome, and I put some there for him as well. So thank you so much for listening to Culture Healing. You can find him on Core Fitness Barbados on Instagram,
Barbados. Yeah,
Facebook, and what else?
And YouTube.
Yes, he has a YouTube channel. I haven't watched it. I watched one video today. I am going to go watch. But do you post workout stuff on there as well?
Not too much. Like I started off with workout stuff, but then I found myself diverting into more of putting out like the knowledge and some food and stuff. So it's a platform again where it incorporates everything: workout, a little bit of workout, a little bit of knowledge of self, and a little bit of food, right? Because I mean, we're not one dimensional like being, right? So you put it where you have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then you make it into a nice little cup.
Without checking.
Without checking, of course.
Yes, I like it. So thank you again. I will post his links and everything below so you guys can see it. Dude, seriously, check his shit out. You will not regret it. People's Guyanese, Bajans, everybody support each other. I made a video about this. We gotta support each other in the Caribbean. We need to stop with this division thing. So go support my guy. He's doing awesome work. He speaks awesome. He's hot, ladies, but you can't get him if you're not on a spiritual level. Okay? So
thank you for that love, my sister.
You're very welcome.
I appreciate the love.
So bye.
All right.
You. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope that you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for coming to my page. So I would like for you to subscribe, and I also want you to watch the last video, and I hope that you enjoy everything on my channel. Thank you.